welcome to the channel. Have you ever wondered why an asset is a debit balance and expense is also a debit balance? Imagine an asset being a debit balance, an expense also being a debit balance. I remember when I was still in school and we were taught that expense is a debit balance because I've already wrapped my head around that an asset, something that comes into the business, is an asset. So now an expense is leaving the business, is reducing the money in the business, and it's also a debit balance. I was like, what is going on here? Why are we recording expense as a debit balance and our asset are also as a debit balance? By the end of today, you should have a clear understanding of why an asset is a debit balance and an expense is also a debit balance. So if this video interests you, don't hesitate to like this video, subscribe and share, and keep coming back for more. Let's get right into the video. First, let's understand what an asset is. An asset is what the business owns. It is what the business uses in running day-to-day business activity, and it helps the business to generate future economic benefits. Okay, it generates revenue for the business. Okay, it is beneficial for the business. It adds value to the business. And what about an expense? An expense are those items that you purchase that does not really add value to the business. You purchase it once and use it once, and that's it. It does not generate any future economic benefit to the business. Okay, that is what an expense is. So let's understand the similarity that expense and an asset have. Okay, they both have similarities in that if you look at the accounting equation, which says asset equals equity and liability, assets and expense, they do similar thing to the equity. And we already know that equity is a default credit balance. Let's take, for instance, we purchase a laptop. A laptop, of course, can last you for more than 1 year. So any item that you purchase that lasts for more than 1 year is usually capitalized as an asset. Okay. However, that asset that you purchase, you're buying it with money, it reduces your equity, and we know that equity is a default credit balance. Because it reduces your equity, it must do what? Increase your assets. Okay, what about an expense? Let's say, for instance, you purchase office materials, stationeries, printing materials, and once you print with those items, you can't print with it again. Okay, this is the reason why you have to expense it, because it does not really add value to the business. When you spend money on those printing materials, it reduces your equity. Equity is a credit balance already. Now we have to do what? Debit. Have you seen the reason why you debit assets and also debit expense? Both reduces your equity. However, one is capitalized as an asset because it has future economic benefit. The other one does not have any future economic benefit, hence you expense it through P&L. Whereas the assets, we capitalize it, we still retain it in our business because it is adding future value to our business, is helping our business generate income. Okay, do you understand what is going on in this equation now? Both assets and expense reduces your equity, and because equity is already a credit balance, okay, we have to do the corresponding entry, which is a debit balance. Okay, both reduces your equity and hence both have to be debited. This is the simple explanation of why we debit assets and also debit expense, because both reduces your equity. However, how we measure and recognize those items differs, because one is adding value, the other is not adding value, we just expense it out. I hope this video makes it a little bit clearer to you of the reason why we debit an asset and also debit an expense. So let me give you guys an example of what I've been discussing about. Let's say, for instance, we purchased a laptop and that laptop costs £500. I will also purchase office stationaries and it costs us £100. Right, so how do we record this? We already know in our accounting equation that assets equals liability plus equity, owner's equity. We know that this is a default debit balance, this is a default credit balance, this is a default credit balance. So whatever that reduces our equities are always debited. So let's record this transaction and see how it affects our accounts. We purchase a laptop. We're going to be opening an asset account in our chart of accounts because a laptop can last us for more than 1 year, so it is an asset. We're going to also open another account because we're going to be using money to buy this. Our bank will be reducing. Laptop is an asset. It's going to be increasing our asset account. Okay, we're going to be recording it here because this is a debit side, this is a credit side, this is debit side, this is credit side. However, we're using money to buy this laptop, hence it's going to be leaving our account, our bank account. Okay, equity is a credit balance, and equity is what the business own. That is the amount that the owners introduced into the business. And these amounts can be found in this equity after adjustments. So whatever that is reducing our bank account is reducing our equity. Right. So we've just used the owner's money, okay, to buy an asset. It decreases our equity. Hence, we have to capitalize it because it's an asset. Right. What about the office stationaries? Office stationery, we open an account called office stationery accounts in our chart of accounts. This is debit side, this is credit side. So we spent £100, okay? It's gonna be leaving our bank account. We credit it, sorry, it's £100. We credit £100 and then we debit stationery £100 because we're using money to buy this stationery. However, at the end of the year, one will be expensed through P&L. Okay, this is how to balance off an account. It's equal to zero now. So these amounts that will be expensing through P&L become zero. So in our P&L overhead expenses, you see office stationery, okay, 100. Right. However, these assets will not be found in the P&L. It remains in the business because it generates future economic benefit. Both reduces our equity. However, one is expensed out through P&L, the other, being the asset, remains in our business as an asset. I hope this video is clear of the reason why both are debited. As you can see, both are debited. However, one is expensed out through P&L while the other one is capitalized and remains in our business. If you gained value from this video, don't hesitate to like and comment and share it to other people so that they will get to know about my channel. So we have come to the conclusion of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you all on my next one. Bye for now.